How's it going there, YouTube? It's Gores here, giving you guys a combo tutorial for the Tenyi Synchro deck that I uploaded yesterday. This is going to be the main combo you're trying to go for when you are going first. All you need is a Tenyi Spirit Ashina and a tuner monster, and that's pretty simple to get in this deck, and you can just go absolutely balls to the wall crazy. So, without further ado, let's just get into the combo, because it is kind of a lengthy one. So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to special summon out our Tenyi Spirit Ashina, and then summon whatever tuner. You notice I activate the Where Art Thou in this replay. That's just so I can grab the Adhara for follow-up. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to link into a Crystron Halki Fibrax. Halka Fibrax effect is going to activate and summon our Despot 001. We are then going to use the Deskbot 001 and the Crystron Halka Fibrax to make a Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Auroradon's effect will then activate, summoning 3 tokens. Since we summoned 3 machine monsters at the same time, we get to summon back our Deskbot 001. And this is where we're going to make our Herald of the Arclight. If our opponent didn't Nibiru us already, this is what's going to keep them from doing it. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the effect of the Auroradon to special summon out our Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. Then we're going to Synchro our level 3 tuner and our O-Lion into Danglong, first of the Yangzing. We're going to chain block our Danglong by using it as Chainlink 1 and our O-Lion as Chainlink 2. This way our opponent can't respond to the Danglong directly. So the O-Lion will activate, giving us a token, and then the Danglong is going to activate, searching a 9 Pillars of the Yangzing. The reason we want to search 9 Pillars and no other Yangzing card is because 9 Pillars is an Omni Negate, and it's going to give us an answer to cards like Dark Ruler No More. Now, before we Synchro Summon, this is where it gets really important. This is the first variation of the combo where we end on Yazi. So we are going to always activate the Ashina before we Synchro Summon into our level 8 Synchro. Yes, you can just make Borreload Savage Dragon here, but it's not as sturdy as the board as we're about to make. So next up, we're going to Synchro 8. Keep in mind, Ashina locks us into Worm Monsters, so we have to make Worm Monsters for the rest of the turn. So we're going to make Draco Berserker. Excuse me. Next up, we are going to summon out our level 6 Zephyr Nui, Secret of the Yangzing. This is just because we have the Ashina, so we're going to Synchro with the Ashina and the Zephyr Nui into a Yazi, Evil of the Yangzing. The reason we're making the Yazi here is because when it's destroyed, we get to summon any worm monster from our deck for follow-up. So we're ending on 2 Omni Negates, Yazi and Draco. Draco's going to be able to banish any monster effect. Yazi's going to be able to summon any worm, and Herald's going to be able to Omni Negate as well as the 9 Pillars. So now we're just going to skip through the rest of the replay because I want to show you guys how much this can stop. This replay is, I believe, against Pendulum. And I did end up with the Vanity's Emptiness. So he Raigekis, and we're going to respond with 9 Pillars, negating the Raigeki and destroying our Yazi. Since our Yazi was destroyed, we can use the Chiwen as Chainlink 2 and summon back the Chiwen. And then the Yazi is going to summon any worm from our deck, so we're going to summon the Ashina, and the reason we're going to do that is so that we have the follow-up to Synchro into a level 8 if we need to. Our opponent activates Black Fang and Purple Poison, so we use the Herald of the Arclight to negate the Black Fang Magician. And then the Black Fang activates Engrave, so we respond by using the Draco Berserker and banishing the Black Fang. Our opponent then activates Chronograph Sorcerer. We chain Vanity's Emptiness so that they can't Pendulum Summon on us. And then they are going to use the effect of the Chronograph to destroy itself and grab Time Gazer. We follow up by Tribute Summoning our Vishuddha so that our Vanity's Emptiness disappears. Then we use our Ashina to summon Vishuddha from deck. Then we use the Adhara to add the Chiwen back. This is so we can discard it. Then we use Vishuddha to bounce the face down. We link into Shaman of the Tenyi, using her effect to discard the Chiwen and bring back Yazi. This is important because here we're going to use the Yazi to pop itself, pop a card, and bring back the Chiwen. our opponent is gonna scoop here, but what is so freaking insane about this is that if they would have let us follow up, because we're gonna banish the Astrograph Sorcerer with the Draco Berserker. If they would have let us finish the follow-up here, we would have just made a Baxia and shuffled the purple poison back, and then they would have had such a hard time dealing with our board. So they just scooped it up because they literally weren't going to be able to play anymore, and we had the Draco Berserker for any follow-up as well. So yeah, that's the first variation of the combo. Let me pull up the second variation, and then we'll get right into. Okay, so for this second variation, I noticed that the replay is bugged for me right now, but I really want to get this combo out to you guys fast, so just ignore this token here. So with this, there's a really strong way to end with the Jet Synchron and the Heavenly Dragon Circle. If you have Jet Synchron and Heavenly Dragon Circle, it's the same as having a Tuner and Ashina, and we're just going to get right into that as well. And then this is the second variation that you can do, ending on Chao Fang instead of Yazi. So, first thing we do is we normal summon the Jet Synchron and we link it off into a Link Karibo. Next up, we're going to use the effect of Jet Synchron, discarding the Heavenly Dragon Circle and bringing back Jet Synchron. Next up, we're going to link into our Crystron Halqifibrax. Crystron Halqifibrax effect is going to activate, summoning our Despot 001 from deck. Then we're going to link into our Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Auroradon is going to summon out 3 tokens, not to be confused with the token that's hiding under there. Next, we're going to bring back our Despot 001 and Synchro into our Herald of the Arclight. This is once again to prevent any further interruption. Now, since we have a token, we can actually banish the Heavenly Dragon Circle to add the Ashina. Then we're going to do our regular play where we Synchro into the Danglong. Danglong effect is going to activate, and then Chainlink 2 will be the O-Lion, again just like the first combo. O-Lion is going to summon out the token, and Danglong is going to search the counter trap, once again just like the first combo. Then we're going to use the Ashina to special summon Vishuda from our deck this time instead of the Adhara. We're then going to Synchro summon into our Draco Berserker, and the Danglong is going to special summon out Jiaotu. Jiaotu is a level 2 tuner, and Vishuda is a level 7 non-tuner, so we can just Synchro them into our Xiao Fang. So I personally prefer doing this follow-up, and the main reason for that is... Also, you're going to notice that I forgot to set the Vanity's Emptiness, but I was busy talking to a friend, so... And also, just this really does showcase how strong this combo is, because this was without Vanities. So, the Chao Fang here will actually negate Dark Monster effects, because you used the Jiaotu to make it. And then also, when it's destroyed, we get to search for a tuner. So we can either search for a hand trap like Ash Blossom, or we can search for a follow-up play for the following turn. So let's watch the rest of the replay just so you guys can see how strong the Chao Fang is. So they use Reinforcement of the Arby to do Flower Guardian, and since they're playing Dark Monsters, they can't do anything at all. And so we Herald of the Arclight to prevent them from Synchro summoning into the really, really thick Synchro monster. Because we don't like dummy thick Synchro monsters on our opponent's board, just ours. So he rages and attacks into our stuff, but that does show us the ability that Chao Fang gives us of being able to summon monsters off of anything that's destroyed by our worm monster. So we can summon our Vishudas if we're playing against a dark deck like this. Like I think I do have a couple of games against Phantom Knight saved for the replay compilation for you guys. But yeah, so that's the second variation of the combo. This is the main combo you're pretty much going to be trying to get to every game. The only really difference when you branch off is if you happen to draw your O-Lion or Jet Synchron, which when I put the big replay video up, you guys will be able to see that. But I really wanted to go a little bit more in depth on these combos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's a pretty short one, and I tried to keep it as short as possible. I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope you guys continue to follow me because I have so much more planned to send to you guys, especially in the coming month of March. With that being said, thank you guys so much for all your support. It's Gores signing off.